Okay, so we are going to start on hands and knees today. Now again, if you're uncomfortable on hands and knees, you know, a lot of times you can do some of this stuff similar standing up, but hopefully hands and knees will work for everybody. So hands and knees to start with. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. There's a lot of stretching we can do standing and a lot on the ground, so we're going to try out the ground today. So we're going to start with some cat-cows. So round up through the spine and then drop the belly, lift the head and the tailbone. Now if you're seated in a chair, you can also do this with your hands on your knees, doing a seated cat-cow that way. Let's do a couple more like this. Okay, come back to the center. We're going to do some head and hip side to side. So reach head and hip, side to side. Okay, and then we're going to take hips back towards heels. And then reach your hands a little further out in front of you, like way out in front. And now send your hips forward so your shoulders end up over your hands, and we're going to rock forward and back. Now again, if you'd prefer to do this in a chair, then you would just stand behind your chair, have your hands on your chair, and stand doing it. Hips go forward and back. Okay, we're going to keep our hips back this time. Walk your hands way over to the left. And I know moving to the ground sometimes makes it harder logistically with your computer, so I hope my verbal instructions will help there. Now take your hands, walk them way over to the right. We'll hold there for a moment. And then reach hands back out in front. Okay, we're going to lift back to all fours. Hopefully everybody's wrists are okay. Let's give our wrists a break. So go ahead and tuck your toes underneath. Sit your hips back on your heels. Oh, I got a low bandwidth alert. I hope everybody's still on here. Hips go back. So toes are tucked under, hips back on heels. Okay, and then we're going to take arms out nice and wide, send thumbs back. And then reach, grab under one arm and pull. And repeat, send thumbs back, and then do the other side. Reach under and pull. Okay, release. Let's untuck toes. Is everybody still with me? Because I'm getting low bandwidth alerts, so I hope you're still there. Okay, so we're going to work on upper spine for a minute. So take hands and move thumbs close together. And then we're going to take left hand and put it on the base of your neck so you can feel the big bone at the base of your neck. Okay, then you're going to reach your elbow down towards your other elbow and then reach up and look up. So try and watch your elbow. Let's do that a couple more times. This one's so good for the upper spine. Okay, let's do the other side. Feel the big bone at the base of your neck. Watch your elbow, reach down, and then reach up. Let's do one more like this. And release. Okay. So another one for shoulder and upper spine. On this one, take your right arm and reach it underneath your body. Drop your head and your shoulder. Okay, so gently here. And now if you want or can go a little deeper, you would take your top arm, your left arm, reach it around behind your back towards your other hip. So your palm faces out. Now if you want to go even deeper, pull your shoulder back and look up. All right, go ahead and unravel. Let's do the other side. I'm going to turn so I can still see you. Left arm goes underneath. Okay, drop head and shoulder. Okay, you can reach your arm behind your back and then pull your shoulder back. And if you want to go a little deeper, you look up a little ways. And then unravel. Okay, good job. We're going to move to a lunge position, so left foot comes forward. And then press yourself up. Okay, and then we're going to shift our hips forward. So first thing I want you to do is push your pelvis back and your tailbone tucks, and then you shift your weight forward. Try and keep your pelvis moving back. Okay, maybe go a little further forward. Now if your front heel comes off the ground, just move your front foot further a little bit more. Okay, go ahead and shift back. Take both hands on the floor on the inside of your left foot. Okay, now you have two options here. If you're really tight in your hips, just do some gentle rocking forward and back here. If you've got a little more mobility, pull your body down towards the ground. And then you can rock here as well. All right, let's bring it up and switch sides. Other foot forward. Now if your heel came up last time when we did this, just start with your foot further forward. Okay, let's go ahead and come up. Send your pelvis back, tailbone tucks, and then lean forward. If that front heel comes up, move your foot further forward. It just means maybe you've got a little bit of limited ankle mobility. And that's okay. All right, go ahead and come back. Take hands to the floor on the inside of your foot. This is where we rock. So you pick if you're gonna stay high or if you wanna go a little lower, and rock forward and back. And bring it back up. Okay, good job. We are gonna move to our backs. Go ahead and find your way to your backs. And if you've done these stretch classes with me before, sometimes we do them standing with more dynamic movements, whereas today we're doing more static stretching. Okay, so from your back, let's move the hips a little bit more with wide feet. Arms go out, so I'm doing 90 degrees because I don't have space, but you can take arms straight out, and then windshield wiper the knees side to side. So you're just trying to press the knees towards the ground. On this next one, we're going to lower and hold. Okay, hold here. Push your shoulders down. Okay, now go the other way and hold. Push your knees, push your shoulders down. Okay, so bring your feet in together, knees are bent. We're going to take left leg into the air. Oh, we're almost out of time. We'll just do this one last stretch for the hamstrings. So hold on to the back of your thigh. Okay, now the other leg, I don't want you to pick it up and lower. I want you to slide it out because it prevents your hip flexor from activating. Okay, then grab behind the thigh. Now, if it's too tight here, bend your knee again. Okay, we're going to pull back and then push away. So push your leg into your hands, push really hard, and then relax and pull back. Okay, bend the knee, put it down, slide your right foot back up. Right foot goes in the air. Okay, you can keep your knee bent if you're really tight through here, or slide your left leg out. Pull back a little. Now push your leg into your hands, push really hard. 3, 2, 1, relax and pull back. And then bend the knee and lower. All right, you guys are all done. Thanks for joining me today. I'll go ahead and unmute